Hey there, my friend. It's Kristen Binford, venue owner and venue coach, popping in your feed today with a message that might really hit home. It might really hit your heart, and it might be just the thing that you need to hear. So, if you watch this video the first time we're debuting it, please comment hashtag live in the comments. And if you happen to catch it later, go ahead and comment hashtag replay. All right, my friend, today we're going to talk a little bit about the thief of joy. And there's a couple of thieves of joy. If you're a coaching client of mine, you probably heard me talk about comparison is the thief of joy. But what's also the thief of joy is when we don't have boundaries in our business as wedding venue owners. And this is on my heart today to pop into your feed with, because I know after the end of a busy wedding season, you might be feeling a little bit on edge. You might be feeling a little bit exhausted or a little bit burned out. And I just really want to come to you today with a message that hopefully inspires you to taking different actions now that are going to serve you in all of the coming years in your business. So, all right, my friends, today we're going to talk about a word that you might not like, or a couple of words that you might not like, or maybe you have hesitations or concerns or things your clients won't like. Those words are no. Those words are boundaries, right? Those are two words that, so many venue owners I see, like, they want to be able to confidently say no when they need to, but we also, as venue owners, are just kind of a group of people who love to serve and love to please others. It's kind of an interesting thing. If I'm ever speaking and I ask in a group setting, like, how many of you would volunteer or perceive yourself, if you're being honest with yourself, as a people pleaser? And so many venue owners, definitely, I would say if I asked that question in a room, probably 70% or more of the venue owners in the room would consider themselves a people pleaser. And while that can be such a gift, because this is a service-based business, this is a business where we need to do our best to make people have one of the best days of their lives in terms of hosting their wedding. But what's also true is that people pleasing can often, I was going to say sometimes, but if I'm being honest, it can often lead to places where joy leaks out of your business. And we're going to talk about that today, because one of the, I would say, primary outcomes or byproducts of the work that we do with coaching clients. Like, I hear so often at the end of our work together from venue owners, like, oh, Kristen, I'm so much more confident. Kristen, I have so much more joy. Like, I have a path, I have a plan. I feel really good in like what we say yes to and what we say no to and why. And just that spark, seeing that in someone's eyes again. So if you're an established venue owner and you're feeling like, that was another busy season, or I'm seeing the early signs of burnout, right? This message is for you. Also, if you're a brand new venue owner or even a future venue owner, I want to let you know that one of your biggest challenges is very likely to be that you need to set boundaries. But figuring out what boundaries to set and how to hold them, I believe, is one of the hardest things to do as a new venue owner, because you don't know what you don't know. And sometimes when I talk to new venue owners, that feels fun and that feels exciting. But what's also true and what's really tricky for a new venue owner is that the expectations, the boundaries that you're setting right now in the business, you might not see whether that was a good expectation you set for 6, 12, or 18, maybe 24 months until you have that couple's wedding. And the tricky thing as a new venue owner, by the time, let's say it's 18 months from now, you said yes to something, you finally saw how that played out on a wedding day, and you just said, oh, wow, I never want to do that again. Then you have the risk that, one, it's showing up on social media. Two, you have couples from the day you said yes to that first couple until their wedding day 18 months later that you've said yes to other couples too. And so I think that's one of the hardest things as a new venue owner is sometimes you need to set boundaries. But I remember when I was a new venue owner, people would ask questions and I thought, oh, that's a really good question. I can't believe someone would ever want to, like, the one that comes to mind is, have their show dog jump over the arbor at the end of the ceremony. I never thought that someone would want to insert whatever, oh my gosh, the crazy ideas that couples come up with on TikTok. So, but knowing what to say yes to and what to say no to is a really important point in protecting your joy, in building the kind of business that means that you get to have a great experience and couples have a great experience. Because if you haven't considered this yet, I hope this is a really compelling point for you today. One of the reasons it's so critical to have and to hold boundaries in your business is because if you don't want to work every single wedding, then you have to have a consistent foundation in your business, because otherwise you can't have a great team. Think about how hard it would be if every single wedding, somebody from the wedding party, or the couple was saying, oh, well, Kristen said we could do that. Oh, well, Kristen made an exception for us. Y'all, your day of person has nothing to argue about at that point, because it's literally someone's wedding day. And if Kristen's not there, if the owner's not there, and they're saying, well, the owner said that I could do it, suck it up, buttercup. There's not a lot of arguing with that, right? At minimum, it's he said, she said, but it creates this environment where it's really, really hard for your team to hold boundaries and really, really hard for them to feel like they're winning. So even if you're listening to this video and you're like, oh, Kristen, I'm good at being a firefighter and I'm happy to put out fires on wedding days. And I would love to say yes. Saying yes makes me feel so good. I really want you to future pace that for yourself and say, do I want to work every single wedding? What if something happened to me? One of the responsibilities that we have as venue owners is, what if I broke my leg, or what if I got hit by a bus? Those experiences, those wedding days still have to happen, even if you're not the one in the middle of it. So it might feel easy at the point in your business now to say yes, but I just want to pop in your feed today and let you know that one of the most important things that you can say in your business is no. And again, that comes from a place of love for the client, because if I'm constantly changing the rules, that's not a good experience for the client either. I see this all the time. Well, the venue owner said I could do this. Well, this. When it becomes he said, she said, there's not much winning in that equation. And this is another thing that is an important point to remember. The more negotiable you are out of the gates, the more you say yes. It's kind of like my toddler. I said yes to the first popsicle. He's happy. I said yes to the second popsicle. He's happy. He wants a third popsicle. Mom says no. Total meltdown, because he's used to hearing the word yes. So appreciating that boundaries serve people, that your clients, your team, and yourself will actually be better off because you decide that boundaries are important, because this is where joy gets to live in your business. And honestly, it's one of the things that we teach our coaching clients. So I've been coaching venue owners for years and years now. We have hundreds and hundreds of coaching clients around the country. And one of the things I'm really passionate about is, how do you build a foundation in your business? And this is for new venue owners, but this is also, we've worked with a ton of successful venue owners. How do you build a foundation in your business that is a container, which means like it works, and it works without you being in the middle of it all the time? And part of that is boundaries. And part of that is systems and structure in the business, because it can't always be you if you want to continue to grow the business. I've seen it so many times that venue owners want to grow, but they only grow to a certain level because the business can't continue to grow, because they become the bottleneck at the top of the bottle in terms of growth. So, all right, my friends, I hope I have inspired you to start thinking a little bit differently in your business today. Full transparency, us teaching the approach, the systems, the structure that I'm talking about here takes me several weeks with coaching clients. So we're not going to solve for all of that in this video today, but I do want to inspire you to start future pacing, thinking ahead. What do you want the end of next season to look like? What do you want to be celebrating? What do you want to be doing with your family? What do you want your team to look like? It can feel so easy right now in time to be just exhausted and thankful that the season's almost over or the season's over for the year. But now is the important time to start making changes in your business, leading to engagement season so that next year your business can look different. All right, my friends, KristenBinford.com/accelerator is our team's calendar. If you haven't booked a call with us yet and you want to attract your ideal couples, book more weddings, and build the kind of business that you can work on and not have to work in it 24/7, you're welcome to book a call with my team. I have worked, I think, 2 weddings in the last year because we have such great boundaries and such great systems and such great people on my team serving our couples. And so I just want to remind you that, like, if you want things to look different, that means you're going to have to take different and new actions in your business. If you're not sure what those are, but you're ready to be an action taker and you're ready to step outside your comfort zone, you're welcome to book a call. KristenBinford.com/accelerator. There's no E's in my name. All eyes, KristenBinford.com/accelerator. All right. With that, my friends, we will see you